Hello wrestling fans, the Wrestling Wizard here, and welcome to Wiz Reviews Smackdown. Now, was the best segment of the night held in Sacramento? Of course, the location of this week's Smackdown? Hell no. In my personal opinion, the best segment of Smackdown was actually held in Atlanta, Georgia. And you'll probably think, how does that work out? Now, if you didn't catch it, there was, how do I describe it? This absolute cinematic masterpiece of a promo segment between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. Now, most WWE superstars, when they're having a promo and cutting a promo, cut it in the ring, right? Pair of trunks on and slog it out, go back and forth on the pipe. But not the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Not the OTC in Roman Reigns. They have a promo in the middle of a football stadium, which is literally like 55,000 capacity. Like, that's how they do a promo, and this promo was electric. In a nutshell, it was basically Cody Rhodes asking Roman Reigns whether he has his back at Bad Blood. Roman Reigns said he does. They went back and forth, of course, Cody Rhodes bringing up the history that his family has within that city, and of course Roman Reigns bringing up the history that he has on the field, describing it as his field, his stadium, his city, and you could literally feel the tension. This felt almost a bit of reality thrown in there, because it's pretty clear that Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, away from kayfabe, don't actually get on that well. I don't think they're the best of friends, and I don't think they've made it any secret. And you could feel the tension. You really could, between the two of them. The fact that at the end, Cody Rhodes sort of got in Roman Reigns' way. Cody got out the way, and then Roman delivered the line, "You're in my way in life." I mean, what a line. Roman Reigns wants that undisputed title back. He's made that very clear. But for the moment, he's going to tolerate Cody Rhodes at Bad Blood, and they're seemingly going to be on the same page opposing the Bloodline. But there was a certain Kevin Owens that, it's safe to say, wasn't exactly thrilled at the prospect of Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns teaming up. But honestly, the production value that went into this, the WWE production team need a raise for this segment alone. It was so good. Go check it out. I believe they popped it up on YouTube now, so you can go and watch the whole segment, and I highly recommend it if you haven't. But of course, it gets us super excited for the incoming Bad Blood. We also got a matchup between Andrade and LA Knight. Of course, Andrade getting a shot for the United States Championship. And predictably, of course, LA Knight retained, which I don't mind. And I thought overall it was a good match. There were a few botches, but I'm not going to moan. Like, I couldn't do any better. And I always think that when the IWC get really critical of WWE wrestlers making mistakes, this is real life. Mistakes happen. These guys put their bodies on the line every single week. Women also as well. Like, literally, there's a risk every single night they go out. Mistakes are going to happen. Get over it. You couldn't do any better, so stop moaning. Now, the only issue I have with this match was kind of what came after it, really, because we are going to get, and I'm not even joking when I say this, Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade for the 6th time. The 6th match, which you know full well that Carmelo Hayes is going to get the victory. They're going to tie it 3-3 and have another match. And we could get to like 2026 and it's like match number 60. Like, it could actually happen at this rate. And we knew that was going to be the case. Carmelo Hayes was going to mock Andrade for losing and cue the match. Now, to be perfectly honest, I think this is because WWE Creative don't know what to do with Hayes. They don't know what to do with Andrade. So just have two fantastic wrestlers slugging it out, which isn't the worst thing in the world. But where do they go from there? Who do they face? I just don't think there's that many options on the SmackDown brand. Now, of course, we saw a rematch between Vinci. Was he going to get redemption? And, of course, Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews getting the cheeky victory last week and getting another victory, another win against Vinci, which is some serious questionable booking. I mean, I'm sure it's going to end well for Vinci. You're going to see a more vicious side of him. You already saw that from this week's episode of SmackDown. Vinci was like pretty lethal on his offense. So we're going to see more of a sadistic side of Vinci. And I did like Michael Cole's commentary in regards to Vinci basically being a better looking version of Adam Pearce. I thought that made me chuckle. But overall, I don't mind where this is going, because I kind of trust and this is going to lead to something positive for Vinci. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We'll have to wait and see. But it is an odd way to go about things, isn't it, in terms of booking? But we trust in Pepper H. We also got a Tornado tag team match, slight improv on the stipulation, where, of course, Bayley and Naomi took on Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax in a really odd stipulation. Of course, if Nia Jax or Tiffany Stratton pinned either Bayley or Naomi, that person would have to vanish from SmackDown for good. Now, the fact that it was a Tornado tag match, I think we got our creative brains on, we got switched on there, and we went, there's a possibility that we could see a double pin, and that's exactly what we saw. Bayley and Naomi pinning Nia Jax, so neither of them are leaving SmackDown, and of course they're going to have to settle this in a match between the two of them, I assume, and ultimately I think this will just result in a triple threat match in Bad Blood between Jax, Bayley and Naomi, or just Bayley and Jax, because Bayley beats Naomi. Whatever happens, it gets really, really confusing, doesn't it, really? But in a nutshell, kind of made sense to go with this decision, and I haven't really got a problem with it. Now, one of the most humorous, probably one segment that just made me chuckle and giggle, and it's just the gift that keeps giving in Chelsea Green, preparing for her dumpster match against Meechin. Just the line where she says, it's not fair that this is on Meechin's home turf in a dumpster match. I mean, absolute genius. Chelsea Green is one of the best Triple H rehires, in my personal opinion. She brings comedic value to the product, and she just puts a smile on my face every single time I see her in a segment. She's so good at portraying that role. Honestly, it's just on another level. She doesn't get enough credit, in my opinion. And I'm actually really looking forward to that match. I think Michael Cole is looking forward to it a little bit more than we are. He seemed to get very excited about the thought of Chelsea Green in this dumpster match, which I thought was a bit weird, but also equally quite funny at the same time. Now, of course, that brought us on to the main event, the main course, specifically involving Kevin Owens. Because let's face it, a lot of this SmackDown revolves around Kevin Owens and this Cody Rhodes storyline arc. Kevin Owens looked like he was going to cry when he was watching that Roman Reigns Cody Rhodes promo. He is not happy about it at all. And of course, originally, it was going to be Kevin Owens and DIY taking on the Bloodline, but the Bloodline took out DIY. So of course this resulted in Kevin Owens teaming up with the Street Profits to take on the Bloodline. That didn't end well. That was a no contest, just a beat down from all sides. I mean, Jacob Fatu had a bit of a lively night as well, attacking security guards and just beating down opponents left, right and centre. And you thought, oh, here we go. DIY came out to make the save. They came back. They made a resurgence randomly. They got decked up again. Then, of course, we got the shining knight in the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, with a chair to the aid of Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens didn't seem that delighted about it. Cody Rhodes was smiling all the way to the shop, literally like he was off to the sweet shop as a kid. Like, he was so happy, and you got this tease where you thought, is Kevin Owens going to bash him over the head with a chair? He didn't, but my hunch is we get to Bad Blood, and this is my prediction. This isn't a prediction, this is a spoiler. I actually think that Kevin Owens is going to turn on Cody Rhodes at Bad Blood. It isn't going to be Roman, it's going to be Kevin. And just when you forget about Kevin Owens, he strikes at Bad Blood. Kind of makes sense, because then you can have a barrage of matches between Cody Rhodes and heel Kevin Owens. I think we just want to see that, really. And then Roman and Cody can go off on their separate paths for the time being, until eventually, when the time is right, and I mean this could be a year, 2 years down the line, we get Roman versus Cody Rhodes in a role reversal, I hope. Is Roman is the face, Cody is the heel. But that's just my wish, that's just my prediction. What do you think? Get down in the comments section, share your thoughts and opinions. And as always, it'd be very much appreciated if you could like the video, share the video, and even better, subscribe if you're new. Catch you in the next one.